I have a really interesting topic for us to discuss today, and I cannot wait to get into this. Let's do this! I got really triggered. I saw something online and I got really triggered, but when I get triggered, that also gives me the inspiration to go live and to talk about things. Because if we haven't met before, if we haven't talked before, my name is Monica Lehman. I help women thrive in perimenopause and menopause in a holistic way. So I saw this reel the other day. It was all about HRT. And it really triggered me, this reel. And I'm like, okay, I need to get to the root cause why I'm feeling so triggered right now. And I did my research because that's how I work. I went really deep into it. I found all of the studies that were mentioned in this reel. I also found exactly who funded these studies with the HRT. And of course, I got to the root cause of where the money came from to create these studies. And when you find out who funded studies, you also understand the big agenda behind all of this. So this is what I'm doing now. I'm gonna get into this, my friends. Let's do it. You know, guys, I'm really passionate, right, when it comes to helping women. But it's not only about helping women, it's about helping them take control and thrive during perimenopause and menopause. Because in the end of the day, this is my biggest quest. I want you to thrive, and I want you to be able to do this on your own. And I believe that through a natural and holistic path, you can do this. And sometimes you need to go deeper. Sometimes we go deeper into the emotional aspects of a woman. But in the end, it's all about how we see women as a whole. So, the recent study that was brought to my attention in this reel shows that hormone replacement therapy, HRT, can lower the risk of type 2 diabetes in perimenopausal women. Doesn't that sound amazing? Of course it does. But here's where I'm going to give you a little fresh perspective on this. I truly believe, and I have seen this firsthand, that you can get the same, if not better results through a holistic approach. So we're going to talk about anti-inflammatory foods, the right kind of exercise, and some key lifestyle changes that reduce stress. Are you ready to dive in? Let's do it. Let's do it together. Before we do that, let's understand what the study was about, right? So the study, it showed that basically HRT helps women lower the risk of diabetes in perimenopause by improving insulin sensitivity. This is amazing news. If HRT feels like the right fit for you, this is awesome news. But for a lot of women, HRT isn't an option. It doesn't feel right. And here's where I say there's other ways of doing this. And this way is gonna actually put you in control of your health naturally without having to depend on pharmaceuticals. I don't know about you, but I'm a person that likes to be in control of my own health. I want to know what's happening inside of my body, and I want to get to the root cause of what is going on in my body. And if I can learn how to be in control of my health without having to rely on big pharma, I'm gonna do this. But again, not everyone is like me. And this is why I'm gonna talk about both sides of it, so you get the fresh perspective of both sides. So let me just tell you what my approach is before we dive a little bit deeper. My approach is that I'm treating women as a whole. In my work, we just don't look at one part of the picture. We look at the whole woman body, mind, and heart. Because perimenopause and menopause isn't just about hormones. It's actually everything that has to do with how you live, how you eat, how you move, and how you deal with stress. My holistic approach, it taps into your body's amazing ability to heal and thrive. So what do I do with my clients? I put them on an anti-inflammatory meal plan. This is a diet that's full of whole foods, fruits, veggies, healthy fats, and lean proteins. And all of this seriously lowers inflammation in the body. It balances your blood sugar and it improves your overall health. So again, it's not just about menopause. It's about living better. And I don't know about you, but for me, that is key. I want to live a life where I'm healthy. I want to live a life where I have the energy to do so. Number 2 aspect is the correct exercise. It's not about if you're doing more. It's about if you're actually doing any and what type. It's about finding what works for you. So for example, aerobic and resistance training, like dancing, strength training with resistance bands, all of these are fantastic ways of improving insulin sensitivity. But the real magic actually happens, my friend, when you find movement that brings you joy. Maybe it can be as simple as you actually taking daily walks. Either way, it's about encouraging you to move. And then, one of the things that I wish that I would have known when I started on my perimenopausal journey to beat my crazy symptoms that came very early in life, I wish that I would have known this information. Lifestyle changes, my friend. It's all about reducing stress. Stress is the ultimate joy stealer. It messes with your peace and with your hormones. And when you manage stress through either mindfulness, yoga, making rest a priority, you lower cortisol, which is the stress hormone in the body. And this is often linked to issues like insulin resistance and weight gain. So here's the thing, my friends. I believe that by following this method that is personalized for each and every woman based on her needs, based on her symptoms, you can take back control over your body, your health, and your life. You don't have to be at the mercy of big pharma. You are the driver in the driver's seat. It's all about thriving, not just surviving, right? Because I wish for every woman to understand that this time for you is not about surviving menopause. It's about thriving for this new phase in your life. It's about feeling empowered, knowing that you can create real change without relying on those external solutions to fix everything. So the magic when it comes to a holistic approach is through, again, anti-inflammatory foods, the right exercise, lifestyle changes. You're not just managing symptoms, you're transforming your life. You're choosing health, balance, and freedom. So if you're a woman who knows that you're eating properly, you exercise, and you think that you have your lifestyle choices, but you're still suffering through those perimenopause or menopause symptoms, I understand that diving into the option of HRT can be something that feels like that's the only choice for you. But I want to address something very important here when it comes to HRT. Even if you choose to go on HRT, it's not a magic wand if your lifestyle isn't supporting your body. And let me explain a little bit more before you jump off. if you are on HRT, but not paying attention to what you're eating, how you're moving, and how you're handling stress, it doesn't matter, because all of those other menopause symptoms, they will still mess with your hormones and you will still feel like, pardon my language, crap. So again, when it comes to nutrition, yes, HRT might balance some hormones, but if your diet is full of processed foods and sugar, you're still feeding inflammation in your body. And a body that is in inflammation, that's gonna lead to, there you go, diabetes. It's gonna still lead to diabetes. It's gonna lead to weight gain, fatigue, and mood swings. And if you don't address your menopausal symptoms in perimenopause and in menopause, women have a 60% higher risk of getting Alzheimer's than men because of that one thing, not managing your symptoms in menopause or perimenopause. When it comes to exercise, yes, moving your body keeps everything flowing. It does. Your metabolism, your energy, and your move. But if you're not active, even the benefits of HRT won't stop the sluggishness or the brain fog that menopause can bring. And when it comes to stress, my darling, which is the #1 villain, stress is like pouring gasoline on the hormonal fire. No matter how much HRT you take, if your stress levels are through the roof, your body will struggle. It's gonna struggle to find balance, and you'll still deal with hot flashes, sleep issues, and mood swings. And that's why I'm so passionate about talking about it through a holistic approach. So sure, HRT can be part of your toolkit, but without healthy lifestyle changes, it's not enough. True transformation comes from within. It comes from inside out. Now, I want you to get as much understanding of what you're doing to your body or versus what you're not doing to your body. And in order for you to understand, there's a difference between synthetic and bioidentical HRT. And why is this important to know? Well, you will see in the end. Synthetic HRT, it's made from artificial compounds or animal sources, like something that's called conjugated equine estrogen. I know, fancy words, right? But stay with me. What you need to know, it's similar to what your body makes, but it's not identical. So it can help with symptoms, but it's linked to risk like blood clots and breast cancers in a lot of studies. So this we know for a fact. When it comes to bioidentical HRT, these hormones, they come from plants like yams or soy, and they are designed to match your body and your body's hormones exactly. Many women find bioidentical HRT. They find that they feel that it's gentler, it has fewer side effects, and the only thing is here that how much I go on and I study and I research, there is just not enough research about them. And this really caught my attention, why there's not more money being pumped into bioidentical HRT. At the end of the day, you still need to remember it's about what feels right for you, right? You need to know the pros and cons, and after that you're going to be able to decide what is best for your body. So let's get to the truth here. The truth about why bioidentical HRT gets less attention. And I'm going to be very real here with you, because when it comes to research like this, I'm like Sherlock Holmes. I really, I won't be able to sleep until I find the proof and the research right there in front of me. And yeah, why is there not more research on bioidentical HRT? You know what it boils down to, my darling friends? Profit. Synthetic hormones, they can be patented, which basically means that pharmaceutical companies can make more money off of them. But bioidentical hormones, they're natural, so they can't be patented. And that means what? Less money to be made. There you go. That's why it's so important to ask yourself the right questions. Are you making choices that are the best for you? Or are they influenced by what's profitable for the companies behind the treatments? I believe in taking control of my health and not just handing it over to big pharma. If I break my arm, I will go to the doctor. If I need surgery, I will go to the doctor. But when it comes to nutrition and my female health, I won't go to the doctor. When someone becomes a doctor, whether it's 5 or 6 years, do you know how many hours of nutritional studies they actually have? Maybe 5. 5 hours during those 5 years. That's all they have. And how the heck is that? Why is that? Because big pharma won't make a profit out of you if you are healthy. No. Yeah, boom. This is my personal opinion. You can take it as you want. If you nourish your body with big foods, if you move in ways that make you feel alive, if you manage your stress, whether you choose HRT or not, this is about your well-being, not someone else's, to be just super frank about this. So let me just ask you this. If you've done all that you can, if you know in your heart that you've done all that you can, you're eating the right foods, you're moving and you know that you're moving in the right way, you're managing your stress, and you're still suffering from perimenopause and menopause, and you're leaning into taking HRT, and you know that you've been doing everything, let me just remind you of something. That synthetic HRT, it's derived from the urine of pregnant mares. That's horses, right? Mares. And yeah, that's what the HRT is derived from. While the bioidentical HRT comes from plants. It comes from Mother Nature. It's what nature intended us to have. So, as the synthetic HRT mimics the action of our natural hormones, it is still different. And it doesn't always match the human hormones. And HRT, which is synthetic, it comes in pills and patches or creams. While the bioidentical HRT, you can actually get through what? Nutrition, natural supplements, and essential oils, and herbs. Yep. And let me just remind you of the increased risks, right? Synthetic HRT, blood clots, stroke, breast cancer. Yes, they will relieve some of those menopausal symptoms like hot flashes, night sweats, and osteoporosis. But in the end, what happens when you get off of it, and what happens if you keep pumping something that is synthetic into your body, that's supposed to mimic and not to merge with your body naturally? How long before all of these things go to hell in the end, right? So the bioidentical HRT, it's more safe. It is more safe, but there's not enough research that's going to give you the evidence. So where do you go for the evidence? You go for the evidence of the women that live their life with a holistic approach. This is your evidence. The women who are living and breathing life and thriving through the stages of perimenopause and menopause. So let's wrap it all up. Both synthetic and bioidentical HRT, sure, they can be effective in relieving menopausal symptoms. But the choice, my darling, is ultimately yours. And this is all when it comes to personal preferences. Just know what the risk factors are and listen to your body. Your body will respond to it in one way or another. Many women prefer the bioidentical hormone because it's more natural and it has fewer risks. So the option, you need to determine what is best for you. And if you're someone who just wants a quick fix, right? You don't want to get to the root cause. Let's say, for example, that you're stuffing your face with processed foods every single day, right? And you're not working out, and you're not sleeping, and you have a very stressful life, and you just want a quick fix because you really don't want to have a healthy life, then sure, go. I'm gonna be very Polish right now, very blunt. Go on the HRT. Yeah? I mean, boom. I mean, if you just want a quick fix and you want to go for that, just go on it. Go on it. But if you want to be in control of your health, if you don't want to give your health in control of the big pharma, you have the chance to do so. Anti-inflammatory foods, correct type of exercise, stress management, all of those things, remember, they take time. But when you start feeling the changes, by you taking action on yourself, you putting yourself first, boom, that is amazing. You have the answer. The answer is in nature, my darling, following your natural path, just as we were created and intended to live. So, if you're a woman who wants to take charge of her life, who wants to thrive and live during perimenopause and menopause and beyond, so you thrive with longevity and vitality for life, you want to learn more, guess what? I have an amazing challenge coming up. Yes, I do this every month, where I go deeper into all of the things that I talk about during these live streams. I basically give you a roadmap on how to take charge of your life. So the next one is coming up on the 25th of October. It's a 3-day challenge and it's there to inspire you. So if you want to have more information, if you want to have the registration link, remember, it's free. The only thing that you need to invest in is your time and effort into doing it. But this is going to be your first step in taking action and taking control over your life. So the only thing you need to do is show up for yourself. All of the live streams are recorded, so you can watch them in your own time. And I'm there My partner is there to help you and support you throughout the journey during these 3 days. And on day 2, we have a little special VIP gathering where we jump into Zoom and you can ask me questions and I can help you right away, right there, right then. So if you want to learn more, if you want to jump on it, type me in the comments and I'll send you the information and I'll send you the welcome link and you can register for this challenge. And with that said, I know that this topic is very sensitive, but I was brought up to speak my truth. And my truth might not be yours, but I am here to inspire you to live your own truth and find what your truth is. And having all of these setbacks that are holding you, that are keeping you stuck, holding you from living your life and enjoying your life because you're sick, you're depressed, you're constantly tired, you don't have energy. Yeah, that sucks, doesn't it? So give yourself this little gift of taking action and control over your life. If there's anything that you want me to discuss, if there's anything you want me to dive deeper into, go ahead and write it down also in the comments because you inspire me. And when you inspire me, I get inspired to create these live streams based on natural solutions, but also profound research. So I jump into the studies, I really go for everything. So I have something to really bring to the table, right? It's not just me having my own little opinions, it's me actually doing the proper research in doing this.